Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Tiffany, and today I'm going to be doing a foundation demo, review, and wear test. NYX just released a new foundation called Can't Stop Won't Stop, and this is in collaboration with Alyssa Ashley. She is a YouTuber as well. This foundation claims to be full coverage, has a matte finish, and will wear for 24 hours. It also comes in 45 shades, which is great for a drugstore foundation. I am in the shade 16 Mahogany. I was worried that since this foundation came in so many beautiful shades, I was gonna have a really hard time finding my shade, which is a good thing when you think about it. Normally for women of color, there aren't that many shades, so you kind of have to go with the best of the worst in a sense. So when brands like NYX collaborates with black YouTubers like Alyssa Ashley, they really put forth an effort to really diversify their shade ranges and to make sure that everyone will have a color. So with that being said, you go from having 1 to 2 options to 3 or 4 or 5 options. I picked this up from Ulta, and Ulta had testers for each one of the foundations. That is rare for drugstore brands, so I would suggest if you're thinking about going to pick up this shade to go to Ulta to get it, because they do have a tester out for each foundation so that you're able to swatch it and see what it looks like on your skin. Stores like Target and Walmart probably will carry this foundation, but I'm not sure they will have the testers out. This foundation retails for $14.99, so I really wanted to review it on my channel because I felt like it would be easy for people to find. It's a pretty affordable price, and also, as I mentioned, it's in collaboration with another black YouTuber, Alyssa Ashley. I'll link her channel down below if you want to check her out. Enough chit chat about this foundation, let's jump right into the demo. I'm going to start by priming my skin with the Tacha Silk Canvas Primer. Going to apply that here on my cheeks where I have the largest pores, and then also apply it to the rest of my face. NYX also released a primer to pair with this foundation. It's a Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying primer, so check that out if you're in need of a mattifying primer. Now that we're all primed, it's time to apply the foundation. It also comes with a pump, which is a plus. I'm just going to pump 1 pump on the back of my hand. Well, let's go for 2. Okay, that was a pretty generous pump. So I'm gonna start with about this much. I don't think I'll need any more because the foundation claims to be full coverage and mattifying, so I should be good with this amount. Just gonna dab it on first. And then go in with my damp beauty blender to blend it all out. So far, I think the color match is pretty much spot on for me. It's not too warm or too yellow. The shade I'm using actually claims to be a neutral shade, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it looks pretty good with my skin tone. In my experience, a lot of drugstore foundations run a little too red or too yellow on me. And when they say neutral, they're not really neutral. They can run a little bit more red in my opinion, or gray. But this seems to be spot on with my complexion. So I did end up using that full amount that I pumped out. I didn't think that I would use it all because the foundation claims to be full coverage. However, I think the foundation is more medium to full, meaning when you apply 1 layer, it's more medium coverage, but you can build it up if you want fuller coverage. I've definitely seen more full coverage foundations on the market at the drugstore. For instance, the Maybelline Superstay is really full coverage for a drugstore foundation. This is giving me more medium vibes, but that's okay because I actually prefer medium coverage to full coverage. So far the finish does seem to be matte, but it's not overly drying at all. I would say it's more of a soft matte, which is really good because it's going to fit an array of skin types. So even if your skin type is normal, don't be afraid. You can definitely wear this mattifying foundation. Even if your skin is dry, I feel like you can get away with this foundation, especially if you use a primer that's more on the moisturizing side. So don't let the word matte scare you away because it's really like a soft finish matte. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes, my forehead and chin, all of the usual places. I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer with Sephora's Mattifying Powder Foundation in the color Golden Fawn. For double coverage, I'm gonna go in with the Coverfx Loose Mattifying Setting Powder in the color medium. Gonna quickly dust all of that away. Except I'm gonna leave a little bit of powder around my nose so that can bake. While my nose bakes, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with Sephora's MicroSmooth powder in the color Hazelnut. Gonna go in and bronze now with my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in the color Deep 4. Alright, so I'm gonna finish up my eyes and brows off camera and then I'll be right back. My face is now complete and it is time for the wear test. The time is now 12:58 p.m. I've been wearing the foundation now for close to 2 hours. I would say about 1 hour and 45 minutes. I just want to make a few notes about the foundation before I get off to do the wear test. I am loving it. I feel like my base looks pretty flawless, guys. I have never tried a NYX foundation before, so I am thoroughly impressed. Right now, everything is looking really smooth. My pores are not accentuated. The texture on my skin is not accentuated. After 2 hours of wear, I'm still pretty matte. So far, I am not mad at it. I don't know how good previous NYX foundations are because, like I've said, I've never used it, but this one is giving some of the higher end brand foundations a run for their money. I'm telling you, it looks really good on camera and in person. So far, so good. Looks like you did your thing, Alyssa Ashley. Okay, I am off for the wear test, and you guys know that will be the moment of truth when I come back in some hours and let you guys see how it's holding up. It's exactly 1 p.m. now. I've already been wearing the foundation for close to 2 hours. I'm gonna try to get close to 8 hours wear and be back to show you guys the final result. Okay guys, so I am back. The time now is 5:58, almost 6 o'clock. And this is what I am looking like so far. And I have to say that I am pleased with how my skin is looking. Yes, I have some oil, I have some shine, but it's not too much. I kind of feel like I have a healthy glow, which says a lot about the foundation because the foundation claims to be matte. However, I do feel like I look rather fresh and dewy, which is a great thing. That is what most of us oily girls strive for. You know, you don't want to use a dewy or moisturizing foundation because you'll just be an oil slick. So we tend to gravitate more towards matte foundations like this one. However, yes, I do think the foundation is matte, but as I mentioned before, it's more of a soft matte, which I'm feeling. I love the fact that I have some dewiness and some glowiness going on right now, but I don't think I look overly or excessively oily. I've been wearing the foundation close to 7 hours. If you've watched any of my other foundation reviews and wear tests, you know that during the time I'm testing the foundation, I do not touch up my makeup at all. So I have not touched up once, guys. The only thing I touched up was my lips. Make sure I don't have lipstick on my teeth. The only thing I touched up was my lips, and that was because I ate lunch, and that is all. I did not put any other powders or blotting powders or setting sprays or anything else on my skin since we applied the foundation. I might go as far as to say this foundation might be my favorite of all time. It's definitely hands down my favorite drugstore foundation. I like this over the Maybelline Superstay. I like it over the L'Oreal True Match. I really just love how light and fresh my skin is looking. As I mentioned previously, I think this is a more medium to full coverage foundation because my skin doesn't look weighed down at all. It looks pretty weightless and flawless right now. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer so you guys can see. Right now we're up more close and personal so you guys can get a better look at the foundation and how it's holding up. I'm kind of speechless, guys. For a drugstore foundation that costs $15.99, I feel like I'm getting high-end results. Maybe I'm tripping. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section, whether this is giving you high-end vibes or is it just pretty typical for NYX foundations, because remember, this is my first time ever trying a NYX foundation. My pores and my texture aren't accentuated, and I think that is my favorite thing about this foundation. Now this foundation doesn't claim to blur pores or anything, but I feel like in conjunction with the Tacha primer and this foundation, it's really blurring my pores and having my skin look extra smooth. I gotta say, the Tacha primer and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation is my favorite combo right now. It's just bomb. Since we're here, guys, I am gonna touch up just a little bit. Look at that, I feel like we're good as new. And this is with 7 hours wear. Oh, and if you've noticed, I look different from the first half of the video. It's because my hair is completely different. And yes, I filmed this video, so I should have this hair tutorial up on my channel soon, so stay tuned for that. My final thoughts about the Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation is that it is bomb AF. I'm telling you, go get it. I don't care if you're oily, I don't care if you're dry, I don't care if you're normal. Go pick up this foundation, you won't be sorry. I actually feel like $15 is a steal. Okay guys, this wraps up another video. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what to do if you did. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I upload a video, which is normally twice a week. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. I will link all of those down below in the description box. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and until my next one, bye. So I just had to get back on camera and show you guys this face again after a 45-minute workout. The time is now 7:27. I've had this makeup on since about 11:15, 11:30 a.m. So that's roughly 8.5 hours, including a 45-minute workout. I have not touched up my skin once since my workout. I touched up previously around 6 p.m., which you guys saw in the before clip, and then I headed straight to the gym. I normally don't wear makeup to the gym, but I was in a time crunch and didn't have time to wash it off. So I thought, what the heck, let's wear it and see how the foundation holds up. And again, I am thoroughly and truly impressed with this foundation. As I mentioned, I worked out for about 45 minutes. I do sweat when I work out, but I'm not an excessive sweater. I did have some sweat going on here in this area, some sweat on my forehead, but once that completely dried, I feel like my makeup looked pretty good. One thing that I wanted to mention that I forgot to earlier is how weightless the foundation feels on the skin. While I was working out, it felt like I had nothing on my skin. Also, the entire 8.5 hours that I've been wearing it, it's felt like I've barely had any makeup on my skin, which is a huge plus. I really thought after the gym and after the sweat that it was just going to be a hot cakey mess, but I ain't mad at it. And I do want to give some credit to this setting spray that I've been using by Morphe. I used this today earlier to set my makeup, and I do think this helped contribute to the longevity of my makeup. All right, enough is enough. I'm logging off for real this time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know what to do if you did. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and until my next one, bye.